Hi, I'm David. I think I'm going to start making my own content, and I might take a little bit of a different approach than I've taken before. And lately I've been doing some self-reflection. I started to change quite a bit. I used to be a bit of a different person. I've been many people. Kind of. Yeah. Do you like chocolate? This was 85% dark. So I think I'm going to start making my own content. And as I said, I think I'm going to take a bit of a different approach. For this video, I think what I want to do I think I'm going to talk a little randomly about random things, about just my random thoughts. You notice how I just put my shoulder down like that? That was a response to some things I have been taught. I want to tell you a little bit more about myself and who I am, and about what my intentions are with my content, and with what I've experienced. And if corporations treat me unwell, it's going to cost them millions. Millions. Billions, maybe. That's for me to know, and them to find out how and why. I think I may explain the why. Some bad things are happening, have happened, but I have been taking some time to learn. And that response, I'll go back to that. Well, I've been seeking some peace inside. I guess I'll talk about that. So, I've been in the past in the mode of I want to get, legal justice because of everything that's happened to me. Because of the ways in which I feel I have been attacked, or which I have been attacked. And it's an ongoing issue. The reason why I'm attacked, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get back to that, but because I prefer not to dwell too much on that, I'm going to touch on these things a little bit, but I'm going to get a little personal with you about me, about some things that are currently in my mind, and I'm going to set aside the things that are distressing me. I'm going to try to, for at least a part of the conversation here. And I'm going to experiment. I'm going to go kind of all over the place. I want to kind of, at this time, enjoy my life, okay, for now. Or live it, relax a little bit, okay? I'm 38 years old. I don't have time to mess around anymore. I started getting an education. I've been in and out of school for a lot of my life. I was recently I had some medication adjustments, and I've been going through some changes with a certain type of medicine, that there are many different formulations of, and many different formulations of, and it's made me think clearly. It's made me focus. It's made me calm down. reason better, and there are reasons for that. I take 4 huge seizure pills at night. Want to see them? I take 4 of these every night. And if I get enough sleep, if I'm careful with everything I do, I have to perfectly time everything, kind of. And I have to look out for certain triggers so that other things won't be triggered, like hypergraphia. I have a tendency to compulsively write. Anything can trigger it, and once it starts, it keeps going. It's hard to detach from. I'm going to talk about this some other time. But I put my shoulder down. You see that? I used to study what was called Wing Chun Kung Fu. And during that same time, I studied Tai Chi and Jeet Kune Do, or Bruce Lee's philosophy of martial arts. Bruce Lee's philosophy was about personalizing martial arts to the individual. Being formless, shapeless, kind of flexible though, you know. He was a philosophy major, graduate. Martial arts for me wasn't about fighting. It was about trying to end panic attacks in my sleep, and about trying to become better at mathematics. Because it started with me when I had read online that martial arts exercises both sides of your brain, so you become better at math. So I said, oh, that sounds like something I might want to do then, because I have a goal of succeeding in school. And I really suck at math. I said, but either way, what you learn is that in Wing Chun Kung Fu, which is where Bruce Lee started, when you tense up your shoulders, you know, it is not only a sign of stress or distress or, you know, tenseness, but it also holding that posture doesn't just influence your mind and teach your mind. It teaches your breathing. And it teaches you to be tense if you continue on to carry that habit. And I've listened to some other creators here. it kind of caught my attention, and I'm like, it's what I used to be into. It reminds me of everything I learned and I am no longer involved in. I got injured. I was wrestling with my brother. Tore both my shoulders. Haven't come back to martial arts since. I also used to study jiu-jitsu. And kickboxing. I wasn't the competitive type, so I didn't enter the competitions. Martial arts helped me be better at math. Didn't end the panic attacks in my sleep, though. No, massage therapy did that. Human touch is very important. So I'm going to start making videos here because I have an issue with another corporation. That corporation is YouTube. And I am in the middle of attempting to resolve the situation. But in the meantime, I'm going to say what I want because I have the right to protest. And I think I'm going to do so until the issue is resolved. But I think I realize I don't really want my content to be about that. If I create content, I just kind of want to live my life. I have some issues to resolve, but I have some issues with some entities, corporate, and they can be resolved, but I'm going to do so more carefully in a more calculated manner. And I'm starting to notice a pattern. All these corporations are doing the same thing, and I'm going to catch them doing it all together. And that's all I'm going to say. And they're going to love me. But I'm trying to practice a little bit of kindness, acceptance, mercy. Humility. We all have a bit of an ego. And sometimes I don't like mine. I see it in other people and I don't like theirs. I've been trying to exercise some more. Meditate some more. Take care of my mental health, because my mental health and my sanity, my peace of mind comes first. And there is a creator here that kind of reminded me of all that. And I'm kind of grateful for that. This creator, I think, is I'm not sure. I've got to do some more research, but I want to say a master of sorts of I don't know if it was Kung Fu or Shaolin Kung Fu or a monk or what. But I've been, to be frank, more interested in actually trying to listen to what the creator's saying. But there's an interview with the creator. And I'll go back and watch it when I can. So I'm going to start making some more content here, and I'm going to see if I get the same treatment that I got elsewhere with other corporations. And there's a reason why I've been treated the way I've been treated. And this is an ongoing pattern that we're seeing in America, in our society. Activists and protesters are being systemically attacked. Sometimes it's financial. Sometimes it's cyber. They've been hacked, like me. I've been hacked. I believe a certain corporation is behind this hacking. I have reason to believe I've been hacked by somebody within the DISA network. I'm just going to say it that way. Probably the NSA or a corporate contractor. So my problem here with this platform is I have 20,000 views. And not that I just have 20,000, but that they're all male. I didn't even mention the word shadow ban. No, the staff here on this platform mentioned it to me. We understand you may have a frustration about being shadow banned or something, etc., 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 etc. They're clearly aware of how it appears. Now, I said either you are restricting me to a male-only audience because the analytics say that the audience is 100% male. And they mentioned something somewhere along the lines of watching your own videos. 20,000 views on my own videos. Me sitting watching videos 20,000 times, my own videos. No. No. I don't even watch you. I haven't even seen 20,000 YouTube videos in the last year. I'm sure. Let alone viewing them. So this, I feel, is the second corporation that I feel may be involved in a collaboration. Colluding together against people like me that have something to say about the corruption that goes on within corporations and the government. And if I continue to see it happening, it's going to be exposed on a massive scale. All I need is more evidence. Just more evidence. I just need it to keep happening here, that's all I need. I just need more evidence that what I have to say is so impactful that the government continues to see it worth their time to hide me everywhere I go. And corporations. That's all I need. I've been recording an unusual phenomena that they may not like. Some of those recordings are answers to questions before I ask them. You have a good day, YouTube.